Welcome to Lively Lewis Stories.
Buckle up, because you're about to join Levi and Ivy on an adventure.
All you need is your imagination, and off we
go! Lively Lewis Stories!
Buddy snuggled up next to his brothers and sisters in a comfy dog bed set next to a large picture window. The sun was streaming in through the open curtains, and Buddy felt safe and warm. He yawned and stretched and yawns, two of his favorite things to do. After all, he was a newborn puppy and didn't know how to do much of anything else. Everything he did at this point was with his brothers and sisters. It's important to know that Buddy's brothers and sisters didn't have any names, and to be honest, at that point, neither did Buddy. At least he didn't know his name was Buddy just then. That was because he hadn't met his forever family yet. That would all happen soon enough. But for a brand new puppy and his little brothers and sisters, every day was a new adventure. For 5 brand new puppies, every little thing was unique and unusual, because for the most part, they had never seen it before. The dog bed they shared was only a short walk away from the front door, which had a huge glass panel taking up most of the middle. The bottom of it was just the right height to be reached by little paws of little dogs curious about the outside world. "I think that's a bird," Buddy barked to his brothers and sisters as a robin hopped across the front lawn. "I heard the humans call it that the other day." "And it's near the, car. Yeah, I think that's it," woofed one of Buddy's brothers. "I wonder what that thing looks like inside and if it can soar through the air like those. What do you call them?" "Birds?" Buddy said with a smile on his face. Buddy loved learning and took every opportunity to listen to what the humans in the house were talking about. There were some humans that were older and some that were younger, like Buddy. He loved listening to the younger ones as they cuddled with him and played with them in the backyard. That's when Buddy learned about homework and school, about riding bikes and playing catch, and about family. "Family sounds like the best thing ever," Buddy told his brothers and sisters. The young humans talk about their family all the time, how they make them laugh, how they play and learn together, and how they help each other anytime they need it. Buddy felt that way about his brothers and sisters, but he knew in his heart that his forever human family was out there somewhere. He wished he knew who they were so he could get to them right away and start his amazing new life. Buddy knew it was amazing because it was all he thought about. Buddy would lie in his dog bed dreaming of his forever family. He imagined them taking car trips to the mountains together and exploring hiking trails. He imagined summers at the beach with wet paws and sandy fur. He saw himself curled up by a fire as snow fell outside with his young, forever humans cuddled up next to him reading him a story. And he dreamed of being happy every moment of every day because his forever family couldn't have imagined any other dog but him. Buddy's brothers and sisters would always ask him to tell them a story after dinner, and he was happy to do it. Buddy had an amazing, wonderful imagination, and he would tell tales of his forever family. "It's a cool fall afternoon, and my 2 forever humans are playing outside riding their bikes. It's a boy and a girl. They both have blonde hair, and they love to play," Buddy began. "Their mom and dad are so nice. They're funny, and they're kind, and they always have treats for me. The mom has blondish brown hair tied up in a long braid with a kind smile. And the dad, he always wears a backwards hat and always has fun ideas for things we can do together as a family." Buddy always got a far look in his eyes and a huge smile on his face when he started telling his forever family stories. The stories always ended with the whole family having a great time on some new and wonderful adventure. In his stories, Buddy was always learning new things, trying new foods, or making new friends. He couldn't be happier. It's no surprise that his brothers and sisters loved listening to his tales. What better life could a dog hope for? A few months had passed since Buddy was born, and something different was going on that morning. The puppies were all taken outside and put in the yard. They ran and jumped around as they usually did, but then some humans arrived. lots and lots of humans. Our forever families, Buddy whispered to his brothers and sisters. They were all so excited and wagged their tails as the humans walked up and started to play with them. One by one, each of Buddy's brothers and sisters were picked up by a forever family. Don't worry, Buddy. There's still so many families here. One of them is your forever family. I just know it, said one of Buddy's sisters as she leapt into the back seat of a small blue car and drove off. Buddy was left by himself, sitting in the middle of the yard. He always kept a positive thought in his head and knew his sister was right. He waited patiently as the families walked around until one in particular caught his eyes. Two young humans with blonde hair playing together. A mom with blondish brown hair tied up in a long braid with a kind smile. And a dad wearing a backward hat telling his family all the fun things they'll do together with their new dog. Buddy couldn't believe his eyes. He watched as the family walked closer, and then one by one they noticed him too, each of them smiling bigger than the one before. Never being one to pass up the opportunity for a hug, Buddy ran right over and gave them all a big Buddy welcome snuggle. And that was all it took. This is our dog for sure, the dad exclaimed. We want to name him Buddy, the little girl and little boy shouted as they hugged him. That was the day Buddy found out his name and met his forever family. And that family was none other than the lively Lewises. What started out as a puppy's dream became a wonderful reality. They couldn't imagine having any other dog but him, and Buddy couldn't imagine having any other forever family but them. Did you learn a lesson from this story?
If so, what was it?
And parents, do your kids have a story idea?
Leave a comment on our Apple Podcast review page with 5 stars, the idea, and your kid's name for a chance to join Levi and Ivy on their next adventure. Until next time.
Thanks for listening. Come back for more.